Hi, this is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. The topic I'm going to talk to you today about is uh, Porsha's Family Matters. I did a video the other day about Porsha Family Matters, but for some reason the video didn't come out too good, so now I've got to do it over. But anyway, the show started off with Porsha talking to her sister Lauren for lunch, and they were talking about the barbecue for her birthday party. I think Porsha had like a 3 day or a week birthday party, but the barbecue was the last part of the party, and Porsha and Lauren were at lunch, and they got to talking about the party, and Porsha told Lauren told Porsha that she was the one that told Dennis that he could bring a +1. And then Porsha told Lauren, well, you know how I feel about that. I don't want Dennis bringing no random women, or no random girls around my baby. And so when it got to the confessional, Lauren said, well, what about Simon? Isn't Simon a new person or a strange person? And so they got back to talking about that. And so Lauren and all the other people didn't see why Porsha had a big problem with it, but Porsha had a big problem with it. And so it switched to the next scene where no, also Lauren was telling Porsha that Nate was upset with her because she was talking to Dennis about her birthday party, and then that's when Porsha said that told Lauren that she didn't think that Nate was good for her, and she didn't like Nate. And then right after that, Lauren started crying, and then Porsha came over and to hug Lauren and told Lauren that she was sorry for bringing up Nate. She knows that was a kind of sore subject for Lauren, and Lauren said, yeah, it still hurts because we just broke up. And so even though they didn't say the elephant in the room, you could tell from the conversation that that Nate boy was really not good for Lauren, and maybe they was in a kind of maybe I don't know about physical, but maybe a mental or emotional abuse, and that was the elephant in the room, even though they didn't say it. But anyway, it switched to the next scene where Dennis, Pilar, and Mama Gina, which is Dennis's mother, went shopping for Christmas toys, and they got to talking about it. And Dennis' mother asked Dennis, "Well, how long is Porsha and Simon been together?" And Dennis said they were only together for seemed like to him a couple of weeks. And then and then she said, "Well, that's really too soon for them to be getting married and getting engaged." And then it switched to the next scene where Porsha was with Lauren, and Lauren was trying to help Porsha pick out a dress to wear to her birthday party, and Lauren was telling her, "Oh no, that dress right there is too low cut. That's not appropriate for a birthday party." She said, "Yeah, but Simon will really love it because it shows my curves and stuff like that." And so she finally picked out a dress to wear to her birthday party. And the next thing you know, it showed the next scene where Porsha's family was all meeting up at the barbecue, and they were all talking about the situation, and they were saying, "Well, how did you hear about Porsha and Simon?" And I think it was Porsha's aunt Elizabeth or Darlene said, "Well, you know, I found out about it just like everybody else on the internet and stuff like that, and I really know nothing about it." And I said, "Do you really know how long they've been dating?" And she said, "No, I didn't know. I don't know how long they've been dating. I'm surprised they got engaged." And so while they were talking about the subject, Simon walked in, and Simon greeted all of Portia's family and talked to them and stuff. And then when he got ready to sit down, I think it was Portia's aunt Darlene, which they said I guess is Portia's mama's sister, and then they said that Miss Esther was a family friend, and they said that Storm was Darlene's daughter, which is Portia's cousin. But after they got all the introductions out the way, that's when Darlene was saying, "Well, you know, I heard that a lot of Jamaican and African people have more than one wife." He said, "Yeah, that's a part of my culture, my culture and stuff like that." She said, "Well, are you going to be faithful to Porsha, and he said, "Yeah, I'll be faithful to Porsha. You know, I'm kind of a rescuer, and by me going through therapy, I had 100 hours worth of therapy. So I'm not gonna do that to Porsha." And I got to thinking, 100 hours of therapy. Well, how long he been in therapy? But anyway, as they were getting ready to talk, Portia had walked in and she greeted everybody and she was saying, "Well, yeah, that is a part of his culture." She was trying to explain to her family, and then right after that, Dennis, Pollard, and Mama Gina walked in, and Dennis and Simon, talked and hugged it out, talked to the family, greeted everybody and stuff, and they got ready to sit down. And then so Portia's aunt. That's when Portia's aunt Ida said, "Well, I was just like the rest of the family. I kind of like the Dennis and Porsha together, but see, Dennis cheated on Porsha. He did Porsha bad, and then she said, well, yeah, Dennis is kind of like my son. I got a son who's a player and is a playboy and stuff like that. And what Portia's aunt Ida say that for? Honey child, Dennis mama came up and said, my son ain't no playboy. My son didn't cheat on Porsha. Porsha cheated on him." And the woman said, "No, no." And then right after that, Porsha mama started crying and talking about she's just so glad that Porsha had found the right man, the man to take care of stuff. And then everybody started crying, and then it got back to the other scene, and then Mama Gina was saying, "Oh no!" And when on a confessional, she talking about, "Oh no, Porsha did cheat on Dennis." I heard that. I heard that out of my mouth. You see, I keep secrets, and when Porsha Mama told me that, I was gonna hide that back until it came out, and that was the proper time to come out at our birthday party. But Dennis didn't really cheat on her, but I did not like Dennis Mama confessional. I mean, it looked all right at first, I thought, but it was kind of ugly, awkward to me. But I think that Hat was the one that turned off that confessional thing for me. And then it got back to the party scene, and then Porsha was saying, "Well, I wanted to bring everybody to my birthday party to have fun and to celebrate. I didn't want to bring this stuff up." And so it was like after that, everybody got all right, and everybody was at the party sitting down at the barbecue. And the next scene was I seen where Lauren was talking to Portia's cousin Londe outside, and they were saying, "Well, yeah, you get Dennis to come." You get Dennis to come, and I'll get Porsha to come, and they'll meet up. So I think Lauren really likes Porsha and Simon together, and so they said they were going to do that, get them together to talk about the situation with Porsha and Simon and stuff like that. And so it switched to. I'll be right back. I'm back. I had to give me a little water break or whatever. And anyway, after the party, they showed like a little filler scene where Porsha was doing her last gig at Dish Nation before she decided to quit. And so they had that little filler scene in there. And then after that, it was Porsha talking on the phone. I mean, not Porsha. Lauren talking on the phone. To Porsha, which were FaceTiming, and she was saying that she wanted Porsha to come and meet the spiritual advisor and counselor with her, and Porsha said she would be up to that, and then Porsha told the lady during the video call that she hadn't seen her in a while and she wouldn't mind seeing her, and the lady was saying, "Oh yeah, you can come on, Porsha." And so Porsha decided to do that, and then the next scene was where they showed up at the spiritual retreat. It was Lauren first, and then after Lauren came Porsha, and then after Porsha came her aunt, I think it was her aunt Elizabeth, and then I think they brought Storm. And so they decided to go to spiritual retreat, and the woman was singing and humming and had all kinds of incense and all kind of stuff, and then she had some kind of man in the background praying and stuff like that. And then so the spiritual advisor was saying, "Woo, I feel some kind of strange energy up, some kind of strange energy up in here." And then Portia's aunt Elizabeth said, "Yeah, I feel some kind of strange odor up in here too." And then she started praying and singing and stuff like that. And then in a confessional, she said, "Black people don't pray like that with all these incense and all this kind of stuff." That was some kind of negative, bad energy. That's why I had to sing it out and pray it out. And then so it was like after Porsha and Elizabeth did that, the spiritual advisor kind of end the session, and she was looking kind of funny and stuff like that. Yeah, this kind of new age stuff with these incense and stuff. Old black people from the South, they don't agree with that kind of stuff. So when they see that kind of stuff, they think that's kind of strange. A lot of old black people are particular about this new age and new religious stuff. So yeah, that was that was a good scene and stuff. And then after that, it switched back to Porsha. It switched back to Porsha talking with Lauren, and Lauren telling Porsha that they need to go on some kind of family trip or family vacation, and would she agree to that? And Porsha said yeah, and she said, "Well, I also invited Dennis." She said, "Okay, you can invite Dennis." And then she said, "Well, Dennis probably going to bring his mom." And she said, "Well, yeah, I'm just trying to get everybody together, for the family and stuff like that." And then it switched to it switched to the scene where Porsha was meeting up with Dennis's mama, Mama Gina. And so they got to talking, and she said, "Well, Porsha, what happened at your party? What really went on at your party?" She said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "I thought the party." She talking about what? She talking about with your grandmother Ida. I felt your grandmother was talking bad about my son, and she did that to embarrass my son. And Porsche said, "Oh no, no, oh no, no." She was just trying to find out what was going on, and she was talking about talking about Dennis cheated on you, Porsche. You cheated on Dennis too. And Porsche said, "No, I didn't cheat on Dennis." She said, "Dennis cheated on me the whole time I was pregnant." She said, "No, your mama told me one time when you and Dennis was breaking up, you cheated on Dennis, Porsche." And Porsche said, "No, I know my mama didn't tell you that. You don't know what you're talking about." She said, "Yes, you did. I know your mama told me that." And so Porsche said, "Well, I'm not gonna lie," but she said, "But don't you talk about my grandmother like that." She said, I felt that you disrespected my grandmother just like you felt that my grandmother disrespected what you call." And then Porsche finally said, "Well, let's change the subject and stuff." She said, "As far as the things concerned, I thought it was a blank big A miscommunication." They, "Oh no, Porsche, you need to apologize to me right now. Disrespect for me." And Porsche said, "Well, you cussed in front of me before." So I ain't did that in a while. And Porsche said, "Well, we need to move on." And Porsche said, "I just wanted to get everybody together, have a family thing for my birthday, and a barbecue." And Lauren brought up the trip, and she was saying, "Yeah, I talked about a trip." And so what happened? You could tell that Mama Gina do not like Porsha at all, and I think Porsha just puts up with Mama Gina because of Dennis and Pilar. But you can tell both of them really don't like each other. And then it switched to the scene where Lauren was helping Porsha get ready to go meet Dennis. And stuff like that. She said, "Well, no, that dress is not gonna wear." She said, "Oh no, I'm gonna wear something. I'm gonna wear something." And they finally picked out a dress, and it was like maybe like somebody said it was a sheath dress. Where to me it just looked like a casual wearing around the house dress, and it was green with beautiful colors on it, and she wore that. And Porsche said, "This is gonna make me look like that I am Pilar's mother, and that's all I'm going to this meeting with Dennis for, is to be Pilar's mother." So when she entered a restaurant, she asked Dennis to pull out our chair, and Dennis said, "I ain't pulling out your chair. You pull out your own chair. We ain't together no more." And Porsche said, "Well, I thought you were gonna be polite and pull out my chair." Porsche, you was wrong for that, asking Dennis to put out his chair. He told you right, you pull out your own chair because y'all are not dating anymore. Dennis was right on the money with that. And then after that, he said people are out here asking questions and asking me questions, and you looking out here kind of crazy and asking me when did we actually broke up. He said, Porsha, we broke up in January. Porsha said, oh no, we broke up in December. Remember, it was like right before Christmas, and I asked you to give me my engagement ring back, and then you told me that you forgot the engagement ring, and I said that was the end of it. And he said, no, it was January, so I don't know if it was January or December, whatever. The date is still confusing, and so Dennis said, well, you know, Porsha, I still love you. And Porsha said, yeah, Lauren was telling me something about that she think that you still in love with me. She said, Dennis, I love you as a friend, and as the father of Pilar, but as our relationship goes, I don't love you like that. I love Simon. And he said, yeah, I was wondering what was going on with you and Simon and stuff like that. Like I said in my last video, I was the first one to say it, but now a lot of other bloggers are saying it, that they seem like that this is the Porsha and Dennis show. I said that in my last video, that it seemed like it was the Porsha and what you call show, and stuff like that. And a lot of YouTubers are now saying they don't know why Simon signed up for the show, because it's like Dennis and his mama and their family. And that's why I was saying, you know, even if Porsha sometimes don't feel like up to par, she got a whole crazy family that can kind of pick up the slack for her. You know, like some people have these reality shows where they have to be the main cast, but it's like in Porsha's case, she has a supporting cast that's going to help her out too. And so Porsha finally realized in her confessional that Dennis really wanted to have that meet and greet with her at dinner, just to try to get back with her, and she didn't want that. And so while they were outside of the restaurant waiting for their rides, Porsha asked him, you didn't drive your car? And Dennis said, no, I got an Uber. She said, well, I got somebody to pick me up. And then he's going to try to show Porsha some pictures of some other women. And I was saying, Dennis, you being messy right now. And so it was like the show ended after that. And then yesterday, when I came back from my doctor's appointment, I seen on all the blogs and Twitter that Porsha claimed that she had set a wedding date. But then when people asked her what the date was, she said, well, I set a wedding date, but I ain't going to tell you the date. It's going to be secret. I don't know if Porsha did that because she was pressured by her family, or because she was pressured by some of the questions that Tamron Hall was asking her. I don't know why, but maybe she will put out a date sooner or later. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tested like a T.I. is. I am out.